So students, in this lecture, we are going to discuss angina from the Lippincott. Here in the first video, we will discuss the overview of angina. Before starting the chapter, you must know that what is angina. Angina is basically a type of chest pain that is caused by reduced blood flow to the heart. So definitely if there will be reduced blood flow to the heart, there will be reduced oxygen supply to the heart as well. So coming towards the overview of the chapter. In the chapter, in the Lippincott, it is written that atherosclerotic disease is also known as CAD. That is the coronary artery disease or the ischemic heart disease that is abbreviated as IHD. So this CAD or this IHD is the most common cause of mortality worldwide. Now, if the patient is suffering from atherosclerotic lesion, then this may lead towards the obstruction in the blood flow. Definitely, if there will be obstruction in the blood flow, there will be imbalance in the myocardial oxygen as well. So there will be less oxygen supply to the organs to which your blood or your heart is supplying the blood. Now, if there is spasm of the vascular smooth muscles, then this will also impede or this will also restrict the cardiac blood flow. Definitely, if there will be reduced blood flow, reduced perfusion towards the organ, there will be the less oxygen given to the organs. This will lead towards the ischemia. This will lead towards the anginal pain. So before starting the chapter in detail, you must know that what is the difference between ischemia and infarction. Ischemia. Ischemia is actually abbreviating or indicating the diminished volume of the perfusion, diminished or impeded blood flow towards the organ, while infarction itself is indicating the cellular response. That is that cellular response which is in response to the lack of perfusion. So here you must clearly understand the difference between the ischemia and the infarction. So students, this was all about the definition of the angina, the difference between ischemia and the infarction.